Hey guys, this is Random Bro, and this week I want to do a rant on adult animated shows. But first, let me start off by saying that I don't think that all adult animated shows suck. No, I just think that most of them do. Let's look at Fox and their animation domination lineup. Currently, you have 5 shows. 3 of them are Seth MacFarlane's. Then there's Bob's Burgers. And then you have The Simpsons, and I have to say that this is a pretty bad lineup. The Simpsons has been on the air for almost 23 years now, and the show has gotten worse since the 10th season. The jokes aren't funny anymore, and I think that by now they covered pretty much everything that there is, and there's no point dragging it on any further. And then we have the Seth MacFarlane shows. I personally don't think that this guy should have 3 shows running at the same time, because even if you like his style of humor, when you're watching the Fox lineup and you just finish watching Family Guy, I don't think a lot of people also want to watch American Dad and the Cleveland Show after that. It's too much. I, for one, don't like any of Seth MacFarlane's shows, and I definitely don't like Family Guy. Here's the problem that I have with the show in a nutshell. Peter Griffin is fat and stupid. Lois is a bad mother who whines a lot. Megan, who is there to be a punching bag and also whines a lot. Chris is just stupid, weird, and uninteresting. They took Stewie's character and turned him from some evil baby who wants to kill his mom and into someone who's just there to be a gay joke. And then we have Brian, who Seth uses to shove his left-wing political views and his atheism at the viewers. And then we have all the cutaway scenes and all the pop culture references. And also the reoccurring gags are also pretty unfunny. Like the one with Peter fighting the giant chicken. And I can go on, but this rant isn't about Family Guy. And really, how many times does Peter have to fight the freaking chicken already? You know? Like, just fry it and just make it into a chicken sandwich, eat it, and be done with it already. Jeez. Yeah, and Seth MacFarlane's other shows aren't that much different from Family Guy. They're all pretty similar. And then we're left with Bob's Burgers. And this show is actually not bad. It's actually pretty funny. Although it's not great, it's still funny. And it's the only show on Fox that I like. The main characters are kind of weird, but they're delightfully weird. And their weirdness makes you laugh. Especially Bob's daughter. She's my favorite. And then we have Adult Swim, and most of the shows that air on Adult Swim are basically for stoners. And I'm guessing everyone pretty much already knew that. Because the people at Cartoon Network think that people who watch television in the middle of the night are stoners. And that's bullcrap, because I watch Adult Swim in the middle of the night, and it's not because I'm a stoner. No, it's because I have insomnia, and statistically speaking, a lot of Americans have insomnia. Didn't think of that, did you, Adult Swim? But I digress. Basically, the kind of stuff that airs on Adult Swim is strange and stupid. And, they air crap like Squidbillies, Robot Chicken, Metal Clops, Aqua Teen Hunger Force, and they also have strange live-action shows like Tim and Eric, Awesome Show, Great Job. And like Fox, Adult Swim plays too much of Seth MacFarlane's shows. And recently they just added the Cleveland Show. So now we have 3 shows made by Seth MacFarlane on Adult Swim and Fox. The only shows that I like on Adult Swim are King of the Hill, The Boondocks, and the Toonami Block on Saturday. And that's it. And finally, we have Comedy Central. Now, this channel doesn't have a lot of cartoons on it, but I still feel like it's worth talking about. Let's look at South Park. Personally, I like South Park, but I think the show has been on for too long, and don't get me wrong, I still think the show is still good, even after all these years. But if it stays on for too long, it runs the risk of ending up like The Simpsons, and the show will eventually get worse if it stays on too long. Some say that the show has begun to decline in quality already. And then there's Ugly Americans. I find this show very strange and disgusting. I remember there was a scene where main character, where the main character's zombie roommate was going around looking for his dick, and then there was that other episode where Mark, the main character, was getting gay with a sea monkey, and did so that New York City can continue to have the right to pollute. Seriously, what the heck? And finally, we have Brickleberry. The show came out recently on Comedy Central, and this one is far more disgusting and far more stupid than Ugly Americans. And to make matters worse, this show tries really hard to copy off Family Guy, especially when it comes to the offensive humor. Even the intro is really horrible. It starts off with a bunch of animals having sex with each other in different positions. Ew. Or whatever. And also some of the jokes don't even make much sense. Like, for instance, the black character in the show, you always see him trying to hit on an old white woman, and I don't even think that's a stereotype. However, it is disgusting, and on top of that, it's horribly animated. It's a horribly animated show. No effort was put into it, no effort was put into it at all, and the rest of the main characters are either stupid or gross, and none of them are very likable either. The point I'm trying to, I guess the point I'm trying to make with this rant is that adult cartoons don't have any effort put into them. Sure, some do, but most I can do without. And it seems to me that the people who work on animated shows these days have very low standards, and it's like they're not even trying at all. It's like most people who work on these shows don't have an imagination or talent at all to begin with. And I wish I could see things change for the better. One good change would be if adult cartoons weren't all comedies. And that's what 100% of them are right now. It would be nice to see, aside from comedies, stuff like drama, action, fantasy, adventure, and even romance. But instead, it seems like the show creators are just stuck in this little box, and they just can't seem to see anything else besides what's in it. Anyway, that's just my opinion and my 2 cents. I'm Random Bro, and I'll see you next time.